This afternoon, around about 8:30 in the evening. This evening, one of the people who appeared at Madlanga Commission with a code name Witness D just came home with his wife at the gate. After he alighted, when he was about to open the gate, he was shot. The wife was not hurt. The only 2 shots were fired. The people that were in the house confirmed the same, and the assailant disappeared. Currently, we are not having any information which we can give out currently. Although on preliminary investigation, we could manage to trace a Nissan NP200 white with a canopy through cameras that are within the precinct or vicinity. The Witness D, it's one of the one who exposed or who came and exposed the incident where a person was killed, and he confirmed during the commission, Madlanga Commission, that he's the one who took the body and threw it in the dam. And he indicated that he was working with certain people. Some of them did appear at Madlanga Commission, and some are still not, didn't yet appear. What we can allude is that this matter of the man who was thrown in the dam that happened in 2022, it's investigated by IPIT since that time. IPIT had got more detailed information. I was with them there. They are here. The investigating officer of that matter gave us a full briefing of what's happening, including the same deceased's involvement in the matter. It's unfortunate what happened, because the truth is still needed to what happened to that man and why. And with him also, it's unfortunate what happened, because we expected him to assist and be part and parcel of the investigation, and even the criminal case when it goes to court, so that he can give verbatim the information to court, so that the matter can be resolved. Brigadier, where are you? All right, where are you now?
Marius van der Merwe, 41, was a former officer in the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, EMPD, who later founded a private security firm, QRF Task Team, focused on mining security operations. He was widely known in his community, nicknamed Vlam, for tackling crime and illegal mining. Reports note that he led his team in high-profile crackdowns on illegal mines, and even responded to major emergencies, e.g. a 2022 tanker explosion in Boksburg. In 2025, he was identified as Witness D at the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into Criminality, Political Interference and Corruption in the Criminal Justice System, the Madlanga Commission. In fact, the commission itself later remarked that van der Merwe had helped uncover serious allegations of criminality and corruption in the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department. Locally, he was seen as a whistleblower on police misconduct and criminal syndicates, and was remembered by colleagues as a hero fighting organized crime. In November 2025, Van der Merwe gave in-camera testimony at the Madlanga Commission under the alias Witness D. He implicated senior officials in the EMPD in a 2022 murder cover-up. Specifically, he told the commission that acting Brigadier Julius Mkhwanazi had ordered him to dispose of a robbery suspect's body after the suspect died under torture in police custody. He later described the event as a dark conspiracy to conceal a killing by law enforcement. Reports emphasize that his testimony was unusually detailed. Business Day noted that his submission ran 12 pages, describing how police, including Mkhwanazi and private security operatives, beat and killed a detained suspect, then ordered Van der Merwe to dump the body in a dam. Van der Merwe's disclosures also touched on organized crime. Hours before his murder, he told ENCA he wanted to blow the lid on illegal mining, indicating he had evidence about criminal syndicates operating in mining areas. Thus, his whistleblowing cut across police corruption and illicit mining networks. At the commission, Van der Merwe emphasized that he feared for his life. He had survived a recent assassination attempt. Men in a bakkie tried to ram his vehicle off the road, and told friends he believed his days were numbered after speaking out. In media interviews and to the inquiry, he urged authorities to protect witnesses. According to The Citizen, Justice Minister Mameloko Kubayi later claimed the commission had offered Van der Merwe witness protection, but he declined it as he had his own security company, a claim his family disputed. Witnesses at the commission say in fact Van der Merwe and others repeatedly requested protection and were largely turned down.
Also, it is Vlam, or Marius van der Merwe. Sir, I've seen your post on this Zama that was allegedly buried alive in Benoni. I'm the person that was there. Obviously, there's things that transpired beforehand and afterwards, and I would like to talk to you about it. I would like to get my story out in public in terms of the role players from state that's facilitating the illegal mining problem, the key stakeholders that's facilitating this. I've got all the intelligence on that.
Van der Merwe's whistleblowing had tragic consequences. On the evening of the 5th of December 2025, he was ambushed and fatally shot outside his home in Brakpan, Ekurhuleni, as he stepped out of his car to open the gate. His wife and children were nearby, and witnesses say he was shot twice in the upper body. The killers fled immediately. Community members laid flowers at the gate after the killing. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The attack followed a well-known pattern. Local reports say 2 weeks earlier, Van der Merwe had survived a deadly run-in. Gunmen tried to ram his car. Leading to a firefight, law enforcement launched an intense investigation. Gauteng police mobilized all necessary resources, including forensic teams and the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, IPID, and National Commissioner Fanny Masemola ordered a special Nat Joints task force to enhance witness protection after the killing. By December 9th, police announced they had identified 3 persons of interest and were questioning one in connection with the assassination. No arrests were announced immediately after the murder. The Madlanga Commission itself noted Van der Merwe's death with profound sadness, acknowledging his crucial cooperation in exposing corruption and offering condolences to his family. The murder sent shockwaves through South African civil society. It is widely seen as a direct assault on the pursuit of truth and justice. For example, ENCA reported that the Friday assassination of witness D, Marius van der Merwe, has sent shockwaves ricocheting through whistleblower circles. In Parliament and the media, many warned this could intimidate other witnesses. The union buildings and opposition parties condemned the killing. President Ramaphosa called it a heinous act against a man who had served the cause of justice by testifying and vowed to redouble our efforts to protect whistleblowers. Religious and civic groups held vigils and called for justice. In the Madlanga hearings, some witnesses refused to testify further unless guarantees were made for their safety. South African media covered the case extensively, quoting statements by officials and advocacy groups. National outlets reported the facts of the shooting and noted van der Merwe's role as witness D. For instance, Times Live wrote that van der Merwe was shot dead outside his home, shortly after giving testimony at the Madlanga Commission, and detailed how his evidence had implicated Brigadier Mkhwanazi in ordering a body's disposal. IOL News, ENCA, and others noted that police were treating the murder as linked to his whistleblowing. They had prioritized the Brakpan 2022 murder case that van der Merwe had mentioned, and that CCTV evidence showed him meeting with men believed to be his killers. Major statements by authorities were reported. The presidency released a public statement. President Ramaphosa offered condolences to van der Merwe's family and emphasized the need to protect witnesses who serve the nation with bravery in the face of criminal threats. The ANC party's spokesperson issued a statement saying the killing was brutal and a serious setback in rooting out corruption. It called for strengthened protection of all witnesses in the commission. The Madlanga Commission announced it had met with Nat Joints to enhance the security plan for its witnesses. Opposition parties and advocacy groups added pressure. The DA called the assassination cold-blooded and part of a new mafia state behavior, demanding urgent upgrades to witness protection. The EFF said the murder was an attack on the work of the Madlanga Commission, meant to intimidate investigators. Build One South Africa, BOSA, lamented that van der Merwe's killing was the latest in a growing list of targeted killings of those who expose corruption, and urged Parliament to fast-track comprehensive whistleblower protection laws. The Inkatha Freedom Party, IFP, described the killing as a direct assault on the pursuit of truth and justice and demanded swift arrests of those responsible. The organization Undoing Tax Abuse, UTA, issued a statement under its They Have Names campaign, emphasizing van der Merwe's murder and linking it to other whistleblower killings. UTA called for urgent state funding for witness protection and a full investigation of corruption in Ekurhuleni. Legally, the incident prompted talk of reforms. In Parliament, Justice Minister Kubai acknowledged pressure to strengthen laws. She said, a protected disclosures bill, modernizing whistleblower protection, is under consideration to cover people beyond just court witnesses. Law enforcement agencies continue to pursue the case. By mid-December, Masemola said investigators were confident of a breakthrough. So far, no suspects have been charged, but public scrutiny remains high. In sum, the van der Merwe case has become a symbol of the perils facing whistleblowers in South Africa, widely covered in the press and prompting official commitments to improve safety and accountability, though many activists warn that concrete reforms are still urgently needed.